recording already, bro.
Huh?
I'm recording already.
Okay. Yeah.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you? I need to give Willoughby another grammar request. And I just need him to say on my camera that he accepted my other one because I forgot to ask for a one signed by him that I turned it in. Well, who takes his place when he's gone?
I don't know. It doesn't matter if you are or not.
I can't hear you, hon.
Oh, me it does. I think I only have 2 or 3 attorneys here.
You
They're
have
all
no
on a
expectations
training
here.
conference.
Well, in reality, I can give this to anybody that's in the county, and they have to make sure it goes to whoever it's supposed to go to.
Bylaw.
This is not your grandma request. This is the generic Utah grandma request, and I can do this.
I think you can film in here.
Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, any public building. You can call the police if you want to. Yeah.
County Attorney's Office.
Here to back
Remember what law it is? Turner versus driver versus Turner.
for what?
The law that you can film in public, and your public officials. It's constitutional law in the Fifth Circuit Court.
Isa Reed versus Yahadi too.
Huh?
Isa Reed versus Yahadi. That's for Utah.
My camera is still at screen. Okay, thank you.
So this is an educational document. It tells you in there that I can film any place in a public building, in any public official. Driver versus Turner is where we could do it. If you're a public servant and you're doing your job, I can film you. It's not against the Constitution.
Hold on just a moment.
Okay. Anyway, I need to turn in this grammar request.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a neat camera. Brings out the tyranny in public servants. They think that they don't, that we can't film them. You know, it should be instead of police officers, it should be citizens.
Yeah.
Why people, you know, they need to educate their people. That's the problem with all these government places we go.
There's a further education though, if you want to be a corporate citizen of the United States, but that's in DC, not.
Honey, I'm going to be doing that. There's a program on the 23rd. People don't even know about that. There's 4 types of citizenship.
I'm not, exactly, I'm not a US citizen.
Oh, I like you a lot. So you know what we're doing, right? Do you know about the Chase Allen murder?
Yes,
Okay, do you know that?
I am an American state national.
Did you know? I'm sorry?
I am an American state national.
Good.
I have repeated.
Well, I'm representing Diane Chase
Allen.
in the murder.
Uh-huh.
And that judge, I have 2 witnesses, illegally arrested him in the courtroom when he was trying to defend his mother. We're gonna have him disbarred. We're gonna have a movement to disbar John Carl Lanchowski. And then there's a letter written, I've already grandma requested, from Troy
Looks like they don't like
Rawlins.
Right.
And he says, you don't solve the matter on the side of the road with a gun. They want to use gun because they want to make it sound like he pulled the gun out and shot him. I've already proven that they did assassination shot to the head
Absolutely.
and that they planted a gun.
I know Diane.
Yeah, and so the bottom line is, this, what's his name? Troy Rawlins sat in the courtroom opposing Diane during the trial. And then he says, you should go take it to court and have it constitutionally taken care of. That's what she was doing in court when John Carl had their son arrested illegally.
Yeah.
I know for a fact it was illegal.
Are you working with Ann Vanderspill and Bobby Lerman?
I don't know, but we need to get all these people. I need to get your phone number before I go.
Oh, I don't know as much as they do. I'm just gonna do.
No, contacts. I'm looking for contacts.
Oh.
So I can give you my information.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
I'm learning more. I'm like, yeah.
You got a piece of paper on you? I don't want to waste the sheets I got in here. I'll do this.
Oh, yeah.
Tell your friends to call us. We're gonna, I protested like 8 times out here
Good.
in Farmington Station. They murdered the kid.
Absolutely.
They conspired to murder one of the members of the family. And they also have, what you don't know is,
Diane and her husband are still in hiding too.
yeah, and I sent her everything that I get. I know the address to send it to her. Look, I was in law enforcement in the military. There's actually 6 officers that showed up within 3 minutes. The news media doesn't talk about any of this. They're lying sons of bitches.
Right. All of them are.
So in 3 minutes, they show up. In 15 seconds after Butcher followed him in, he calls for backup for the 3rd time. And the chief during his cosplaying thing says, "Oh, you know what? There was no other previous dispatch calls." One guy says, "I'm right behind you." The other one goes, 15 minutes out. They were all coordinating to go after Chase Eddy. He figured that was the one they were going to murder.
I can't
Well,
film
what
here.
they thought is that
She went back, so I want to know if she called the
Who
police.
was the driving force?
what.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Chase had 2 years of legal. I had 1 year. So when cops come up to me and they go, "You get a law degree?" I said, how many classes do you have in law? I have a whole year. "And are you smarter than me? Because I have a doctorate degree. Do you have one? You probably have a GED and you're stupid in the mud." And you can say anything you want, and they'll go, "Oh, you're just stripping the piece." 99% of the time, this is research study. The person causing the problem is
The police officer.
Thank you.
The policy officer.
Every shooting by police of citizens in Utah is all whitewash. We cannot have internal affairs. They can investigate, their officers when they break policy, but murder investigations, they're gonna whitewash it every time.
They need to have a third party investigating any misconduct done by police officers.
County and Salt Lake County are the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you have no idea. They know us.
Even if I
intimately.
got you on film, I will blur your face.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't
I
worry.
just don't,
Even though you know that.
I worked all night and I'm half dead.
Yeah.
Well, I want to do that. There's a big meeting the 23rd. I forgot where it is. It's south. of here.
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, on the Saturday on the 27th.
It's this Saturday, oh, no, it's this Saturday, the 23rd.
Maybe it is. No,
Is
the
it
27th.
is next Wednesday.
Yeah, I got it mixed up. But the bottom.
27, we have that appointment with the attorney.
Oh, that's why I'm thinking 27. It's 23rd then.
Yeah, it's this Saturday.
Yeah, Diane sent me that.
Yeah.
So
So
let's meet.
there's a meeting or what?
Huh?
This Saturday there's a
American
meeting?
State Nationals?
Yeah, you can go to the meeting. I've got the information. I'll show it to you before.
Are you going?
I'm pretty sure I'm going.
Okay, then
Yeah.
what time is it? So I can come up here and meet.
I'll give you the information when we get ready. But see, here we are, and we have somebody that takes off, and they just leave you standing. We go through this all the time. I was here the last time, an hour and a half, they had me marching around, and then the person would go to that person. I said, no, because the person before him sent me to here. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
What is your name?
My name is Suzanne.
Suzanne?
Suzanne.
No, you can give me your last name. You're a public
I can
servant.
give you my first name is Suzanne. I can accept this paperwork and I'll route it up to our records department, and that's.
Okay, just to let you know, anybody in the county that works for the county, I can give this grammar request for. And they better not reject it because I used the generic off of Utah State and I read the law and I could write it on a piece of, let me explain it, please. Don't interrupt me. You're very hostile. You came up, I don't want to give your name.
Just get her a stamp.
I
Just
will
get a
accept the
stamp.
paperwork.
Give me a stamp, please.
I will route it and give you a stamp on here.
Yes.
The
And
date stamp, is that what you're asking for?
yes.
Yeah.
And
Additionally, I would like you to verify that I talked to Willoughby and he took my other grammar request because he never did that for me.
Oh,
You remember he was standing here and I gave it to him. Thank you. I got his business card. Thank you. Why are you guys so hostile? Because you guys think you're in control of us?
We're not hostile, but we've got cameras in our face.
So, you know what? It's not against the law for us to have cameras. It's Driver versus Turner. The Supreme Court.
We've got our own security.
I know, and that's what really cracks me up because you people think that you're the only ones that can film people. But Driver versus Turner allows us as an American citizen to You're interrupting me again. You're not very good.
Get a copy. Just get a copy and that's it. Get a copy.
So I'm gonna accept this, I'm gonna route it up to our our records.
All I want is a copy back, date stamped by you and signed.
Okay, well, you didn't ask for that originally.
You didn't
so-
listen to me. Because you guys are public servants, it doesn't mean you're always right. You can talk down to us. What is your position, Suzanne?
I am the confidential secretary for the office.
Okay. So do you work for Troy Rollins?
I do.
Wow. Tell him I came in and I told him he's a turd. Because he made a video. Oh, you're not going to listen to it?
I'm making
Okay.
your copy. I'm making your copy.
Okay, very hostily make me a copy, would you?
She's so.
You know, you bring a camera in, everybody goes bozo. And we don't do anything. We just hold the camera and film you. You're very nice. For everybody that comes here, this lady's name is
It's like you gotta
Luann?
like their child, you know, like
Huh?
kids with the little boys.
Lene. She's the gal that greets you when you come into the office area. She's super. She was super the last time I came in. But people get afraid, they get uncomfortable because they're in front of a camera. But in your education, they don't tell you that we as citizens we can film our public officials in the execution of their duties.
Hey folks, how you doing?
David Badger.
We don't have bad news, but my,
I can't hear you because they're yelling back behind me.
oh, we just wanted to kind of see what was going on. We're kind of curious about
That
what we
one
had
is out of our
going
hands,
on
it's in
here.
their hands.
Or they're upset because we have.
Okay,
cameras.
thank you.
Oh, you're fine. You guys are fine. How you doing, sir?
Good. I'm not happy.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
And let me tell you something.
What was that
Wherever
again?
we go around
Can you
here,
repeat that again?
Title
Susan?
42, 1983,
You repeat
under the color of law, deprivation of my rights, I will throw a lawsuit on any police officer that comes up and gives me, even wants my ID or takes my camera or anything. And I will personally, let me finish, I'm not done.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I will personally defend myself if they put their hands on me.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I understand. You're in a public place. You have the right to film. You're not doing anything that where I'm going to ask you for your ID, okay?
Yeah.
As long as you're not being disorderly or causing disruption.
Do you know there's actually a survey? I have a doctorate's degree, so I do a lot of studying.
Good, thank you.
I have a survey. 99% of the time when we come out and take our camera out, the disturbance is created by law enforcement.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
And let me say something else. My son's a lieutenant in the police department. I don't dislike police officers.
Okay,
You're good.
thank you.
How do you say your last name?
Cragen, sir.
Did I meet you before? Did you work at the city, the county building?
Yes, yes.
I met you before.
Yeah, how
You
you
are
doing,
a good
sir?
guy. I'm sorry that I'm
No.
upset with you.
No.
I met you because your brother tried to run for, I think, the mayor of our city.
Are you from Roy?
No, I'm
And the
from
reason I- and the
Syracuse.
reason I-
I'm
okay.
from Syracuse.
My father was the mayor of Roy.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I think I talked to this gentleman
This-
once before.
Yeah.
In Layton. I talked to him
Yeah.
lately.
Let me just tell you
And he was
something.
Really, really good.
Jose, for your audience, this guy is excellent. I had a conversation with him one day over at the county building. Everybody in there that does county, there's a gal who's, I think, Tongan or Samoan back in the finance
Yeah,
thing.
Kelly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super.
Yeah.
Super. Just like, I hate to say it, Deanne at the city hall, she's super too. But, you know, we're not trying to cause a disturbance. They come in, they get all
came out very hostile.
butthurt because we're filming them.
Well,
And then she said that we had our cameras on her face. Like, really?
And she's supposed to identify herself with their full name, but she won't do it. You know that, right? I'm sorry, if you're a public servant, you have to identify yourself. So we're,
Could I just ask you what you're doing here today?
my business today is to